All right, you guys, welcome back to another video and another episode of the Redline 360 BMW E46 M3 project car. If you saw the video yesterday, you saw that I gave an overview of the car, talked about how many miles the car had, which was 170,000, talked about the year, talked about the condition, talked about any kind of issues the car had with it, which honestly isn't really too many issues. The car is in really good shape. But I only showed you the outside of the car. And actually, one thing which I didn't show you, but now that we're looking at, is if you look at this bumper, the bumper is actually in bad shape. And I'll tell you guys why. So the car was actually wrapped from the front bumper all the way to the back about right here or so. And so that whole part of the car was wrapped in clear. So you'll actually notice that that's why the condition of the car in the front is so good. However, the bumper looks pretty beat up, and that's because we can't get the old wrap off the car. So what you're seeing here is really worn down wrap, and here you can see it's actually peeling a little bit. But no worries, we're actually going to be replacing this bumper with a CSL bumper. That is in the works. I have it behind me in a box. I have a new front lip for it. It's gonna look really nice. So stay tuned for that video, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up that the condition of the car is perfect except for this front bumper. And then since we're on the topic of this car, and this car is on the left, I want to show you guys what it looks like from the bottom. So if you look here, the car is pretty clean. The old owner actually removed a lot of the old film and gunk that was all over the bottom of the car. And after 14 years and 170,000 miles, it's looking pretty good, honestly, until you get more towards the back. And so what you can see here in the back is that there's a lot of old oil just kind of coating a lot of this area. So you see the sway bar here is coated in oil. You see the rear diff has gunk all over it. You see some of that over here, and you see some of it on the panels here. So honestly, it's not bad. The car is in really good shape, but this is the kind of stuff that really bugs me. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure that this whole area gets a nice refresh. And so I wanted to make this whole area nice and clean, refresh all the bushings, refresh everything on here that I can to make it look nice. The other part that I wanted to address of the car was the exhaust. And one thing that really bugs me is drone. And the older I get, the more I don't want the car to be extremely loud when I'm just cruising around. But I do want it to be loud and have some nice volume when I actually get on the gas. So I want to test a couple exhaust combinations. The first that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually leave the headers on the car stock. So right now, the exhaust in the car is bone stock. You probably can't see it here in the video. But I wanted to replace this section right here, which is the section 1, which goes from the headers back to here. And then this exhaust part that goes all the way back to the muffler is the section 2. And these parts can be pretty pricey. There's all kinds of options available out there for the E46 M3. There's ones that increase rasp. There's ones that eliminate it entirely. I kind of wanted to test a couple combos and see which one I like the best. So what I'm going to do first is keep the header stock, replace section 1 and 2, and keep the factory muffler for now. And we're going to make some videos of before and after, and we're also going to make videos of the install. And we're going to link to all of the products that we use, because the section 1 and section 2 that we will be using is going to be pretty cheap. For both of them, you're looking at under 300 bucks. So they're a really good deal. We have them on our website right now. They're pretty popular, but I feel if more people knew about them, they would be even more popular because they are an awesome bargain. So we'll go over those in a future video. The other thing which I want to address in the car, obviously, is, man, the car is so high right now. It's a total 4x4. Obviously you can't see it right now because it's on the lift, but you know, I mean, when the car is down, you guys saw it yesterday, it was wheel gap city. And I'm not going off-roading in this car. I'm gonna have it on the track and on the street and then some twisties. So I want new suspension. So I'm gonna go with some kind of new coilover setup. Haven't decided what brand, what spring rates and all that stuff yet, but I'm looking into it. And the other thing which I wanted to do, kind of along the same note, is new wheels and tires. For factory wheels, these aren't too bad. I mean, you can see that they do have some pretty bad damage all over them, but I don't care because I'll be replacing them. I'm pretty sure that I narrowed these down to the Apex Arc 8. The only thing which I haven't decided yet is because the car is a silver gray, I can't decide what wheel color to go with. So I'm thinking about either black, silver, or anthracite. The black I think might look too dark on this car. The silver I think might look too bright. The anthracite might look pretty good. So I'm kind of leaning for anthracite in like an 18 by 9.5 or maybe an 18 by 10. Probably gonna go with a square setup. And I would love to hear what you guys think. So if you could leave your opinions in the comments below and just say if I should go with anthracite, silver, or black, that would be great because it would really help me decide. I think everything else on the car for now I'm going to leave stock because I really want to address this part. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a lot of work, sort of a refreshing everything here on the bottom. But once I have all that done, it'll give me a good base because one of the things which I'm really worried about is that as this car continues to age, there will be more leaks. And if I don't get rid of all of this oil gunk all over the place, and I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be more behind these panels as well. If I don't address this now, then I'm not going to know where new leaks are coming from because they're just gonna be pouring into the old gunk. And it's just gonna be a big gunky mess and I'm not gonna have any idea of what's leaking. So I really wanna address that first before I go kind of all in. So guys, really hope that you enjoy this video. I have a lot of ideas for this car. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what brands, what setup, what I'm gonna do first and next. And look forward to your opinions. And if you can comment below and let me know what you think, that would be awesome. Thanks for watching. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you can see more videos. And we would love to share the E46 M3 journey with you guys. Thanks. See you next time.